Be back with you.
Good to see you too, Senator. How are you doing? Are you happy with what happened in Washington a few days ago? It must have been extremely difficult for you knowing that your fellow Senate Democrats were holding a secret vote, essentially determining your future, at least in the Democratic caucus. What was that like for you?
Yeah. Bottom line, I'm very happy with how the caucus turned out. I'm very grateful to be able to continue as chair of the Senate Homeland Security Committee and the subcommittee on all Army and Air Force programs, both of which help Connecticut a lot more. I understood that I did something unconventional by crossing party lines to support John McCain for president, and of course I did it as the independent I was elected as by the people of Connecticut in 2006. So there were some hurt feelings and some anger, I understand that, but I think we got it all out, and the whole spirit that dominated the Senate Democratic Caucus discussion on Tuesday, Shelley, was a spirit of reconciliation. And I really want to give some credit first to President-elect Obama, who made it clear both publicly and privately that he wanted reconciliation, that he wanted me to be part of the Democratic caucus. Senator Reid, the majority leader, was great, and of course my colleague Senator Chris Dodd was a tremendous advocate on my behalf. So now I'm ready to go forward and do the best job I can for our state and our country at a very, very critical time, certainly economically.
Senator, would you say that? So, Senator Lieberman,
Yep.
would you say that you've kissed and made up with the Democrats?
Well, look, I'm an independent-minded person. I was elected as an independent, so I think my colleagues understand that occasionally we'll disagree, but I think there was a real reconciliation on Tuesday, and I could tell you just personally, I feel closer to the Senate Democratic Caucus today than I probably have in the 2 years since the 2006 election. And that's a good feeling because we've got a lot of work to do, and it's best going to be done working together within the Democratic Party and obviously also bringing in Republicans, because this is a moment of great national crisis, and we're only going to solve it and get people back to work, protect people's homes if we're forgetting the partisanship and working hard behind the new president.
Senator, Democrats obviously were upset not only that you supported Republican Senator John McCain, your friend, but also about comments that you made about President-elect Barack Obama. At the Republican National Convention, you said Obama was one of those who voted to cut off funding for troops on the battlefield grounds, and you have also said numerous times that Barack Obama is not ready to lead. Do you still stand by those statements today?
Yeah, look, during the campaign, I made a choice about who I thought was better ready to be president, and I said over and over again, and I try to say it respectfully to Barack Obama because I do respect him and like him, that John McCain, based on his longer years of experience and particularly based on his extraordinary record of working across party lines in Congress to get things done, was better ready to be the president that I thought America needed at this moment of crisis. But I never felt that Barack Obama was unready. Matter of fact, I did an interview in the last week or two of the campaign with New England, well, I won't say the name of another network, but up in New Hampshire, and the host of the show said to me, "Are you saying Barack Obama is unqualified to be president or less qualified than John McCain?" And I said, "Oh, I'm saying less qualified." And look, he's a man, as I said over and over again, Barack Obama, of talent and intelligence, and everyone now has to pull together behind him to help him be the effective president we need.
Well,
I will
Senator,
tell you this, Shelley.
I will tell you. Okay, I'll just quickly, I mean, you're saying now that you didn't say he was ready to lead. I did go up on YouTube, and there were definitely clips of you saying a few times that he was not ready to lead, unless that was somehow taken out of context. But I can tell you the bloggers who watch this show are going to have a field day with it.
Yeah, well, you know, the bloggers, I'm not sure want to, the bloggers will have a field day no matter what, and they're not doing what we've all got to do now, which is to acknowledge that the election is over. I'm saying this as somebody who supported John McCain. Barack Obama won fair and square and impressively, and now we've all got to pull together behind our new president, Barack Obama. That's exactly what I intend to do. We don't have the luxury of going back and playing a lot of punitive political games. Senator Obama, President-elect Obama himself has set the standard for that. He met with Senator Clinton. He met with Senator McCain. Even what he did in my case, urging the Democratic senators not to take retribution, but to keep me in the caucus, I think helps to heal some wounds and to encourage us to go forward behind him. He's capable of being the president we need now, and I want to do everything I can to help him be exactly that.
Did you speak personally with President-elect Obama? You gave some type of indication. I mean, he definitely reached out to you. Did he pick up the phone and call you? What exactly happened there?
Unfortunately, I did not. I mean, I must say that I called him afterward to congratulate him, and, you know, he's busy. But I did hear from Rahm Emanuel, his new chief of staff, and, of course, I also talked to Vice President-elect Joe Biden. But Senator Reid made very clear that he had talked to the president-elect at least twice, once a few days before the election, once right afterward, and President-elect Obama made very clear to Senator Reid that he wanted him to do everything that he could possibly do to keep me as a member of the Senate Democratic Caucus. I appreciate that. His spokesperson said right after the election about my situation, on behalf of Senator Obama, we hold no grudges. And, you know, I reciprocate in every way, and I just look forward to being helpful to the new president. We got, when you think about Connecticut with, you know, 22,000 foreclosures this year so far filed, our foreclosures in the state in October going up at a higher rate than any other state in the country, over 6% unemployment. It's about a third higher than it was about a year ago in Connecticut. People are hurting and people are frightened, and honestly, we've got to realize the hopes that they have that we will do something about it. That's sure what I want to do.
All right, Senator, not to mention the projected $6 billion deficit that the state faces here during the next 2 years. We're actually going to talk about that later on the show. Right now, we have to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to you about how your battle isn't completely over yet with Connecticut Democrats here in your home state.